Another week, another rant after the Jets lose and look terrible on offense. It is becoming a weekly trend. It is becoming a weekly thing where I have to post a video with the first word in all capitals, rant, because I have to let it out. This is my therapy, and you guys apparently enjoy me losing my mind over my New York Jets. So welcome in, hit the thumbs up button while you're here, and go down below in the comments and let me know if you're a Jets fan, voice your frustrations, and if you're not a Jets fan, laugh at me and all Jets fans for going through what we have to go through, because what we saw today from these Jets against the Atlanta Falcons was nothing short of the same thing that we've seen week after week. The only difference is there was a quarterback change in this one that didn't do anything. The Jets trot out Tim Boyle out there. He stinks. Did not look good last week. Sucked today. They go to Trevor Siemian. He fumbled 3 times in 1 quarter. And the Jets defense does their job again, giving up only 13 points. And the Jets offense scores. Guess how many touchdowns? You guessed it. 0 touchdowns scored, because that's how bad this Jets offense is. I'm going to say this, and I don't care if anybody disagrees with me about this. Zach Wilson gives the Jets such a better chance to win football games over Tim Boyle and Trevor Siemian. Now, do not twist my words and say Zach Wilson is the savior. He's a great quarterback. That's not what I'm saying. But at least Zach Wilson has some type of athleticism, something that can make something out of nothing. Take a broken play and use your legs to roll to your right, roll to your left, pick up yards with your legs down the field for the first down. Actually throw the ball deep for once. I mean, I'm watching these 2 quarterbacks go out there and look like absolute imbeciles. A little sliver of pressure, sack, you get touched, fumble. I get it. Zach Wilson did not look good this season. And when Zach Wilson was the quarterback, it was the same issue. We were not scoring touchdowns. So it's not like Zach Wilson plays today, we win the game. I'm not saying that. But I don't know how you can say with a straight face that benching Zach Wilson has done anything. Okay? And I'm not going to hold that as the narrative of this video. This is something I had to get off my chest, because I'm watching this and I'm like, I'd rather watch Zach Wilson stink it up than these 2 guys, Tim Boyle, who has 1 career college touchdown in his life, and Trevor Siemian, who's been out of the league and we signed off the street early on in the year. Joe Douglas should be the first man to blame for constructing the worst quarterback room I've ever seen in my life behind Aaron Rodgers. And, of course, the offense in total is a mess, okay? You know who else needs to be just like a lot of fire thrown at him? The running game in general. It's like, and listen, this isn't new. I'm not saying anything that hasn't been said before. We all have eyes. We all watch the games. The run game is broken. I see Breece Hall touch the ball, and there's 4 defenders in his face before he gets a chance to get back to the line of scrimmage. You can't expect an offense to move the ball efficiently and score touchdowns if you can't even do that. You can't protect the quarterback. You can't run the football. I get it. It's a setup for a quarterback failure, no matter who the quarterback is. But the reality is, we don't have any quarterback good enough to be somebody to elevate the players around him to go out there and score points. Because, again, I feel like a broken record, but I'm going to have to say it again. We are not asking this offense to be great. We're not even asking this offense to be good. We're asking this offense to do the bare freaking minimum of scoring just 14 points today, for example, and we would have won. Trevor Siemian and this offense had 4 or 5 possessions in a row that the defense gave them an opportunity to go down the field and win the football game. Down by 5 points, go down the field and score a touchdown, and you win. You go out there, you fumble. Okay, defense has a chance, 3 and out, they make a play, defense flexing on them as you should. Jets offense gets the ball, turnover again on downs. Ridiculous. Not to mention, the penalties are an absolute disgrace. Now, the officiating, that's another conversation. The first half officiating was one of the worst officiatings I've ever seen as a Jets fan. I mean, the calls that were going against us was bogus. Wiping off that DJ Reed interception, that was not illegal contact. That penalty on Chaz Surratt off the punt when they said that his helmet hit him when it was not even close to his helmet. That penalty in the back of the end zone from DJ Reed. Yeah, penalties were a nightmare, and the refs should be ashamed of themselves. But that right there is not the reason why the Jets lost. The Jets easily could have won this game still, even with all the incompetence of the referees. So I'm not sitting here making it seem like I'm blaming the refs for the failure. I'm blaming the New York Jets organization. I'm blaming Robert Saleh. I'm blaming Nathaniel Hackett. I am blaming everybody that has anything to do with this Jets team because it is such an embarrassing product to be watching as a Jets fan. I put so much blood, sweat, and tears into this team. You watching this, if you're a Jets fan, put so much emotional investment into this to watch the same incompetent product trot out to that football field every single week. We deserve so much better. So much better. What do we know? The same nonsense. We go out there and watch. It's like it's impossible for this team to score a touchdown. They make it seem like the most hardest thing on planet Earth for an NFL team to do what the sport was designed to do is score a touchdown. It doesn't matter, it seems, of who the quarterback is because Tim Boyle, absolutely atrocious. Trevor Siemian, just as bad, if not worse. Zach Wilson, a bad quarterback too. So where do we go from here? You can kiss the Aaron Rodgers dream magic story of him coming back away. I mean, the Jets are 4-8. We've lost 5 in a row. And I can't even say anything positive about the defense because they're being wasted. Jermaine Johnson, a sack and a half, setting the edge in the run game. Jermaine Johnson, such a stud. Such a stud. And we can't even celebrate it. You feel me? You can't even celebrate the defense. You can't even say in the clutch they zip it up and they give the offense opportunities. They plugged up the run. Sauce Gardner had a bunch of great plays. DJ Reed making plays. And it's just so annoying that I can't even appreciate the defense. You know who the MVP was? Who's been the MVP all season long? Who we see way too much of? Thomas Morstead. Thomas Morstead, again, MVP. The Jets get a safety, which, by the way, they lead the NFL with safeties. 3 total safeties. No other team even has 2. That's because of Thomas Morstead pinning them deep, and it's because of the defense forcing those safeties when they get pinned deep. The special teams can score points. The offense can't. The defense can score points. The offense can't. The offense should be absolutely ashamed of themselves, and they are at this point. I mean, it's like week after week after week after week after week, the same thing. So I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I appreciate you watching an 8-minute video of a Jets fan losing their mind and ranting to you. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments, and hope you laugh at my misery because my misery is painful, and I'm trying to learn how to smile through the pain. Hit that thumbs up button. Comment your thoughts. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the podcast tomorrow live, 10 a.m. Eastern time on Monday. Let's go Jets, I guess. When will the suffering end? We shall find out soon, right?